thought more about it, and I was like, if you see a hat or a glove or something, you know, someone can reasonably have dropped that. But I just had the image in my mind of someone who's like got home and looked down at their like bleeding foot, and they're like, oh shit, I lost my shoe. How did that happen? So I think something interesting to me, at least, is that our names actually like have historical meaning a lot of the time. So like my full name is Benjamin Christopher Anscombe, which if you kind of like translate that to its meanings is the son of the right-hand man, the bearer of Christ from the Valley of Han. Which I think is pretty epic. I feel like I could turn up in Lord of the Rings just with my own name, and Aragorn would be like, well, hold on, fuck off, Boromir. We're taking this guy. This guy fucks. Not everyone has as an epic a name as me. If you're called Calvin Kennedy, and I have checked, Calvin Kennedy is a name that many people on Facebook have, you are the man with a bald and misshapen head, which is deeply unfortunate. That said, Ben doesn't work so well in other languages. Like in Spanish, it just means like come, like ven aquí is like come here, which is really annoying because if you walk down the street, you hear people like Ben, 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 and it's one of those moments where like you know when you think people are talking to you and you think you're really popular, and then you realize that no one's talking to you at all. It feels quite disappointing. I very briefly for like 2 months went to China. I studied Mandarin Chinese, which was really fun. But you know, one of the things I wanted to do was introduce myself to people. And so I wanted to say I am Ben, which might be incorrect, but I want to say I am Ben, which is like, well, maybe this is going to be wrong, but or sure, but. And I would say that, and people would look at me like I was fucking stupid. They would look at me like I was fucking stupid, and I felt quite sad because I know it is a hard language and it's difficult to pronounce, but I was like, I'm trying here. And then I sort of said this to my teacher. I was like, maybe my tone's wrong, and she was like, no, so sure, ban literally means I'm stupid. That's what it means. Ban is stupid. It's not even a name. It's not even recognized as a name. People are like they're looking at me like, what the fuck? You're just like, hi, I am stupid. And it made me realize that karma is a bitch, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had a schoolboy chuckle at the idea of a guy being called Mr. Wang. And I'm like, but my name means stupid. It's just a full fucking circle, isn't it? And then I was like, wait a second. I went on Facebook and I was like, is there anyone called Ben Wang? Because that's just a really double wang. There are 139 people called Ben Wang who have just really fucked it, in my opinion. So I was trying to work out like how to introduce myself, because you think, well, just don't introduce yourself, but if someone says, hey, what's your name, you can't just be like, I don't want to say. It's not like you're some shit spy or something. I don't know. Like, why would you do that? And I thought about making up a name, but I don't know. It just felt weird to me. So I realized like, Benjamin, Ben, it means stupid, but Jamin, like like my Chinese teacher was like, oh, that sounds really good. It sounded weird to me, but I was like, okay. So I introduced myself to people as Jamin, and everyone was like, oh, it's a good name. It's a good name. But then the reverse would happen, and if any English speakers heard me, they'd be like, your name is Jamin. Like, it makes me sound like some sort of like reggae wannabe teenager. Like, Jamin, yeah. Like those little stoner teenagers who go to Camden and try and buy weed, and then they just get scammed with a bag of rosemary, which did happen to me. So maybe I've been Ben Jamin. Thank you, everyone.